so it's me, Kiani. Today's video is going to be on this fun, fresh face look that I created for summer 2016. You guys that have been following me on Snapchat know that I've been trying to create this look that I'm comfortable with for this summer because I just love the idea of a beautiful illuminating skin. Now I do have dry skin. Normally my looks come with a matte underbase, but I definitely want to glow the skin up to the maximum capacity, yet with a very stabilized wearability because I don't like to retouch my makeup and I don't want it slipping and sliding. So I'm hoping you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure you give me 2 thumbs up. Also subscribe to my channel before you leave. And without further ado, if you want to see how I created this summer illuminating look for summer 2016, just keep on watching. All right guys, let's get started. Just pull this mane back. I actually woke up today with a very bad irritation testing the MAC Water Weight Foundation, and I don't think it's agreeing with my skin right now. So I'm going to start out by using my Soft Clean Silky Hydrating Lotion. This is by Estee Lauder. It's a really good hydrating toner. I want to balance out the pH in my skin. And I'm just going to kind of rub it in. I'm going to grab a little bit of my Resilience Lift. This is the eye cream. And just put a little bit in this area here just to give me a little bit of slip. I am going to be in the sun today. I'm actually going to use my Day Wear Moisturizer. This is a broad spectrum moisturizer. It has an SPF of 15. It smells like cucumbers, but mainly it's an antioxidant moisturizer. And since I'm already getting a little bit of breakout, I'm going to apply this to my face. Now, whenever I'm creating glow, I always stabilize areas of concern. Around my eye area, down my T-zone area. I'm really going to work on stabilizing that. So I'm really going to go into products that I'm very familiar with that really mattify it, and then I'm going to work on the glow on the outer perimeter of my face. So as always, I'm going to grab my Deep Peach Color Corrector by Bobbi Brown and just neutralize this darkness. To stabilize down the middle of my face, I'm going to use my Estee Lauder Double Wear Bronze Foundation. I'm going to put just a little bit on the back of my hand, and I'm going to use my damp Flawless Face Blender. And my technique today is really, again, going to be to mattify around this eye area, definitely in the area where I have this little bit of texture. I don't want to create a lot of attention to that area or draw a lot of attention to that area. So right down the middle of my face is where I'm going to put that foundation. Very good tip if you have a really oily T-zone, if you are oily. Most people really don't mind having a little bit of shine on the outer perimeter of the face, but down the, what I call the blessing part of the face, the cross, we call it the T, I call it the blessing. You know, I just really want to mattify it. So this is a great way to mattify it. So I'm not going to put a heavy foundation all over my face. I'm just going to put it, again, in the areas where you're seeing me pat. And lastly, I'm just going to grab a little bit of my Kevin Aucoin Sensual Skin Enhancer and just going to create a little bit of brightness underneath the eye area. Next, I'm going to grab my matte setting powder. This is in the shade Porcelain. I'm going to use the tiniest amount of this just to set underneath my eye area. I did grab a sample of the MAC Studio Water Weight Foundation, and this is in the shade NC45. I'm just going to put that on the outer perimeter of my face, and if you've noticed, I've just mainly been concentrating through the middle. I want to keep that very matte, and now I'm going to start the glow. And I think it's always a great idea to pick up a sample, because if that breakout was from this foundation, I definitely don't want to invest in it. So I always tell you girls to go and find you a sample, honey. Save yourself some coins, save yourself some time and energy for going back to the store and changing shades, you know, or worse than that, forgetting about the foundation and keeping it, or even worse, it not working and you just feel compelled to keep it. Oh my God, that's like the worst thing you can do. So a sample is always the way to go when you're testing a new product, especially high-end. High-end, they love to give you samples, and it's up to you to ask for one. Now I'm going to grab another MAC product. This is the Studio Fix And the shade I'm grabbing is NW50. It is really dark, but don't worry, I'm still going to use that Real Techniques brush, and I'm going to do a slight contour here. I'm going to pick up a little bit of the NW44 in the Studio Fluid. Yes, I got a sample in that too. And I'm changing brushes, but instead of baking, I'm just going to blend all of this out to make sure that I don't look too dark. I'm not quite an NW45 yet, but I don't want to be as light as an NW44. So just by using a nice Morphe M406 brush and just for a stippling brush, kind of what this is, and blending this in, it gives me a beautiful airbrush glow. Green smoothie brain. Follow me on Snapchat, you know all about this. Let's do brows. I have my brows done. I'm going to mattify my eyelid. I'm going to grab a little bit of my Smashbox. This is the Photo Finish Foundation Primer. I don't have any of the eyelid primer, so I'm just going to use a little bit of this. And I'm going to blend it in with a 286 MAC brush, a dual fiber brush. And I'm just going to really apply it on the mobile part of the lid right here. I'm not going to take it all the way up to the crease, because I like when my textures fade differently, and I'm going to use mainly shimmery products on the eyelids, so I want to make sure that they hold and bond really well. So I'm going to give that a little bit of time to settle, and I'm going to grab my Morphe. This is the bronzing palette, the 9BZ, and this is going to be the most substantial part of my eyeshadow look. So I'm going to go into this shade right here. Just kind of a bronzy transition color. Not a lot of color. This can also be used as a setting powder for those of you that are a little bit warmer in tone. And you can see what it's doing. It's trying to give me a little bit of a contour. And then I'm going to move into this cool brown right here. And I'm going to pop that right on the external V and right into the crease, because although I am going to use a lot of shimmer, I still want to stabilize the look, and I just don't look good with a bunch of shimmer all across the eye. But if you girls are into just straight shimmer, by all means just avoid this step. So I am building shape with my eye because I really don't have a lot of transition areas, so I'm just kind of faking it. And I did have a request for a matte eye with a pop, so I think I'll do that today. I'm going to grab my NYX Milk Pencil and put this on the lower lash line. This provides openness to the lower lash line. It keeps my eyes from looking so small. It also allows the shimmer shadow that I'm going to apply on the lower lash line to grab and not fall all into my concealer. Now grabbing my Sigma, this is the E45 tapered blending brush. I'm going to grab a little bit of my MAC spray, wet that, go back into this bronzing palette right here, into the deepest shade. I'm going to pop a little bit of that on the external V and the inner V, just to make sure that I have enough depth before I start applying the shimmer. Because once you start to apply shimmer, trying to get a good blend on a matte, they start to just muddy up. So I try to do all of the prep work first, and then I'm going to avoid the lower lash line because I want it to have the most pop of color. Spray my brush once more. The first shade that I'm going to use is my Pure Color Envy. This is the Stilly Lilac in Brilliant. This is by Estee Lauder. And I am just going to apply this to my lower lash line. I just want to see if it's going to give me enough pigment. And it is. I'm going to grab one of my synthetic brushes out of my Urban Decay palette. I'm going to dampen that. This shade is called Metallic Rose Brilliant. Again, another Estee Lauder. And I'm just going to apply that right in the bulb of the eye. Just really load it up, keeping it below the transition area. just love this look. It looks so fresh. And this Urban Decay brush really does apply shadows well, especially wetting it. Next, I'm going to load my lashes up with the Benefits They're Real mascara. I've been absolutely in love with it. It really gives me a lot of volume, a lot of length to my lashes. I really want to make this look very seamless, very easy. Now, you can apply lashes if you want to, and I'm going to just for a little added flair, but you can tell with this mascara. Look at that, right? And for lashes today, I'm going to use my Salon Perfects. These are in the number 615. These lashes are so light and so pixelated. Can you tell how pretty those are? But the main thing, they allow my lashes to be the star of the show. Light, very airy. Again, if you decide that you want to just do mascara, load those lashes up. Next, I'm going to move into one of my favorite blushes of the moment. This is the Rose d'Oro. This is a baked blush by Milani. I'm going to grab my Morphe G7 brush and just pop that along that cheek area. Next, I'm going to blend with my MAC Mineralized Skin Finish. This is in the shade Medium Deep. I'm going to grab my Morphe. This is the GO brush. And I'm not going to do a heavy set. I'm just going to do a light set just to make sure that the lightweightness of the foundation doesn't start to slip at any point of the day. Now, if you have oily skin, you might want to use a matte primer. Skin finishes don't hold as good as matte powders do, so I would suggest using a translucent powder all over the face. And I'm going to spray my face. And while my face is wet, I'm going to go into my Makeup Revolution Vivid Baked Highlighter in Peach Lights. And this just creates a beautiful illumination on the skin. So this is my last step of setting. So it's really not like a highlighting powder, but it is an illuminating powder. And can you see what just happened to my skin? Brought up the Fix Spray, and it gave me a beautiful illumination to the skin. I'm really not feeling this texture on my cheeks at all, but I'm gonna just pretend like it's not there. What lips should I do? I think because I've been doing nude lips so much this season, I'm going to grab one of my favorite pops of color from last summer, and this is called Kudrina. This is a liquid lipstick by Anastasia Beverly Hills. While that's drying, I'm going to apply some more mascara on my lower lash line. And if that's a little too warm for you, I'm just going to tone it down just a little bit using my Pink Parfait. This is by Estee Lauder. And there you have a fun, fresh face for summer 2016. I'm hoping you guys loved this video. Give me 2 thumbs up if you did. Find this amazing illuminating look. I would definitely like to connect with you guys. Make sure that you also follow me on all my social medias to never miss another upload to my channel before you leave. And until next time, guys, thanks so much for watching. Hugs and kisses. We'll talk to you soon. Bye.